Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today's video is simple yet important because what I want to do is I want to explain a research topic, research question, and thesis statement all side by side so that your understanding is completely accurate of what each of these are and what their purpose is. So this is video number 4 in my 3-part series where I break each of these down. Now let's just summarize. Okay, so my favorite way to explain this is with an analogy or a metaphor. I don't know which term is correct, but what I want you to think about is I want you to think about your topic being point A, your thesis statement being point B, and your research question is what directs you from A to B. So in other words, let's say that my point A, I'm at home right now, and perhaps I want to go get some ice cream. All right, but I want to go somewhere I've never been before. I probably have to use my GPS to guide me to that location, to finding that ice cream, because I don't exactly know where that ice cream shop is right now. So topic, point A, that's where I'm at right now, my house. My research question, I want ice cream. I'm questioning, okay, where is the closest ice cream shop? Because I don't know. Point B is after answering that question, that's where I land. These 3 elements of an academic paper really are that simple. But now I'm going to jump into my computer and let's just look at a few examples together. Hello. Okay, so what I've done is I've cooked up 4 different examples for you just to show you a few different variations you might run into. Basically, what I want you to do is while I'm reading through these, I want you to pay attention of how we go from a general topic down to our thesis statement. All right, so let's dive into this first one. And this is the example that I broke down over the past few videos. So in this example, our given topic was time management. The first step here is to take that given topic, our broad topic, if you will, and we need to do preliminary research so we can narrow down to our specific scope that we want to conduct our research in, aka our researching topic. So after doing our preliminary research, what we came up with was the impact proper time management skills have on the graduation rate of undergraduate students. That's our topic, our point A. Now we need to come up with that research question. And so now after doing some exploratory research, what we came up with was, what are the leading time management practices that are associated with a high graduation rate of college students graduating from their bachelor's programs while enrolled in online programs? And I said programs twice and it's not in there, but anyways. Okay, so that is our direction. Now what you do is go do more research and answer this question, because your answer is going to be the basis in which you build your thesis statement from. And so our thesis statement might read something like this. The likelihood a college student will graduate from their online bachelor's program can be traced back to their ability to routinely implement cognitive stacking time management practices because it ensures students complete their workload based on the priority level of task. So the last thing I'm going to do here before we move on to the next example is we're going to run what I like to call my 3-component test, because a good thesis statement should always contain 3 components. You need your topic, your position on that topic, and some evidence to support your position. So the first thing would be to look for that topic. Is it in our thesis statement? Yeah, it is. We're talking about time management skills and how it impacts the graduation rate of undergraduate students. Great. Now we need to ask ourselves, okay, what position did we take? And what did we learn regarding our topic? That is always going to be the answer to your research question, which, what are we asking? We want to know what those leading time management practices are. And so it's this right here, cognitive stacking time management practices. That's our stance. Now you need to ask yourself, how did we get to that place? Why do we believe it? Why did we land on these time management practices? And it's because in our research, this is what the information told us to back up that claim. So as you can see, we have all 3 components here. Let's go ahead and look at another example. So we're going to move on from time management into another course. Now, our given topic, let's say, was interpersonal communication. Same process as before. You start by taking that broad given topic, doing your preliminary research, narrowing it down to the specific scope that you want to perform your research within. So here, we want to research the impact dating apps have on the modern dating experience for men. All right, that's point A. We need to give our research the direction. And so after we do a little more research, we realize that the direction we want to take within this topic is this right here. We want to know, how have dating apps impacted the rate in which modern men are getting married who use those dating apps while searching for a partner? So just like before, your next step would be to go answer this question, go research this and see what is being said. And so that we do, and we come up with our thesis statement down here, which might read something like this. The rate in which modern men are getting married is increasing as dating apps rise in popularity because they provide an effective way to meet a larger pool of prospects, as well as improve their confidence levels during initial contact, which results in a higher probability of entering a romantic relationship. All right. The last thing we want to do is check this thesis statement to make sure all of our components are present. All right, so we're looking for our topic first, which I see right here, because we want to research what impact dating apps have had on the modern dating experience for men. Great, check. Let's go on to the second one. What was our stance when it came to this topic? In other words, what was your answer to this question? And so that is going to be this right here. It's increasing the rate in which men get married who use dating apps while searching for a partner. Now, why do we believe that? Why are dating apps increasing the rate men are getting married? It's going to be these last 2 points right here, that using dating apps provides men a larger pool of prospective partners. It increases those confidence levels, which in turn increases the likelihood they're going to enter a romantic relationship. So, yep, our thesis statement passes that 3-component test. Let's go ahead and move on to the third example. By the way, I hope you're starting to see how these components correlate together. Remember, point A, direction, point B. So, all right, now we've moved on and we're in a history class, and our broad topic was global history. That's a pretty broad topic. And so we go do our preliminary research and we decide that this is the topic, our researching topic that we land on. And that is that we want to study the long-term impact the 20th century had on the progression of present-day United States. Okay, that's good. Now we need to go find what do we want to learn about that? What question are we trying to answer? What gap are we trying to bridge? And so specifically, we want to know this. We want to know how the time period between World War I and World War II affected the evolution of aircrafts and what is now modern day aviation. That's a pretty cool question, actually, by the way. And so that's our direction for our research. We go do our research, we answer this question, we have the basis for our thesis statement, or not even we have all 3 things we need for our thesis statement. So we come up with this. And it is that the time period between World War I and World War II is referred to as the golden age of aviation due to the rapid evolution of aircrafts used to fight in these wars. These advancements in aviation are the core foundation of air travel used in the 21st century. All right, I have a few things to point out here. First, I want to point out that this thesis statement has 2 sentences. It's not just one. So remember, a thesis statement, typically it's 1 sentence, but once in a while, it's more appropriate as 2, so it's not a run-on sentence. Now, let's go ahead and check for our 3 components. Do we have our researching topic? Yes, we do, because we're researching the impact the 20th century progression had on present-day United States, specifically World War I and World War II, which we have right here. Now, we want to know how this period affected specifically the evolution of aircrafts. Do we have that? Let's see here. Yeah, we have that right here. Our position, what we learned is that these advancements in aviation, they're actually the core foundation of air travel that we use today. And so I don't know if you see where I'm going with this, but this means that our evidence didn't come at the end of our thesis statement like it previously has. So what do? You ask yourself, why do I believe this? How did I come up with this? And so our evidence is simply located in the middle of our thesis statement. It's that this time period was referred to as the golden age of aviation due to the rapid evolution of aircrafts during that time. All right, so let's move on to our last example. And you know what? Let's stay in the realm of global history. Actually, pretty much in the same realm, but we're gonna look at it from a different perspective. So this time, instead of researching aircrafts, we wanna research modern medicine. So what was the long-term effect that 20th century wartime eras had on modern medicine? More specifically, our aim for our research is we wanna know what role did World War II play in the advancement of medical procedures that are still commonly practiced in modern medicine. After we go do our research, we answer this question. Here's what we learn. It's that due to the abundance of wounded soldiers needing medical care, World War II is considered ground zero for many basic medical procedures that are widely practiced to date, such as the use of antiseptics to offset the risk of infection and the need to stabilize injuries during first response to prevent further damage. Okay, let's do our 3-component test. Is our topic present? Yes, it's right here. World War II is considered ground zero for many basic medical procedures. All right, when it came to that, what did we learn? We learned that the role specifically was that it introduced these 2 specific medical procedures that we still use today. And now that must mean the evidence, it started our thesis statement this time, so let's read it. Due to the abundance of wounded soldiers needing medical care. Does that support our claim? Absolutely. This is the reason those 2 medical procedures came into fruition. So there we have it. We have our 3 components, an effective thesis statement. And with that, we have our 4 examples coming to a conclusion. I hope that was helpful in your understanding of these 3 elements. All right, friends, here we are. Let me know how you feel now about these 3 components. If you're clear, if you have any other questions, let me know down below. I'm happy to answer them. Remember, you have 3 other videos at your disposal if you haven't watched those already on showing you exactly how to create each one of these. But with that, I've got work to do. So I'm gonna boogie back into my computer and I'll see you guys in the next video.